Hello and welcome to a brand new episode. I don't know if this is a series or let's look at. Hold on, I got my audio coming out of the wrong friggin' thing, playback device. This okay? I gotta restart the game. Oh, I fixed it. We gotta change these audio settings. Every time I hop in a game, it's the first thing we do. It's so loud. I think that's good. You wanna? Sorry. I'm really sorry about that. That's what it sounds like. There's good music? There's good music? Now you probably can't hear it anymore. That's okay. We're just gonna leave it there. I'm not too concerned about any of these settings. You can be a hater. I don't mind. 60 FPS, beautiful. Borderless. So, borderless is fine. I'll put it on high because you can. This game looks like crap. Oh, this game is called Tales and Tactics. It's like Teamfight Tactics if you've ever played it or seen it, which is a League of Legends spin-off kind of. But it's a roguelike variation of it. It's pretty cool. I saw somebody else playing it, so I thought I would. I'm just gonna skip the tutorial. Nah, I won't watch the tutorial. Sure. We'll play the tutorial. I'll play the tutorial. We can play it. It's an auto battler that's like Teamfight Tactics. I said that. It's a unit, HP, mana, blah blah blah. I can explain the things as we go. There's some things I don't understand though because it is slightly different from Teamfight Tactics. Star points is currency. This is a vanguard. Good at taking damage. So skirmishers are dealing damage, magicians is casting spells, and vanguards are taking damage. Important. SP cost, which is this thing, star point. Traits, we'll get into the traits, race, and then what it is, which is super straightforward. I like this system. It's kind of cool. And then the skill, what it does when its mana meter reaches the top. It's your first time learning how to form an army. Army is what's called when you have all your units on the field and how to make it better. First, we need to place a unit on the field to combat enemy units. Click on the Mickey card, which is this dragon scrapper. He's a tier 1 and he costs 1 point. Which will teleport it onto the bench where it will remain until you place it onto the field. Bench, card hand, I don't know what you call this. Then click and hold the Mickey unit and drag it onto the empty hexes. So boom, we bought the thing, and then boom, we place it. Okay. Now the battle can begin. The fight button at the top of the screen will start the combat. All units on the board will come alive and automatically fight each other until only one team is left standing. I imagine I'm going to win because this is a tutorial. We got Mickey here. You can right click on enemies to view their stats. Mickey taunts the nearest foe for 5 seconds. The next 3 times she's attacked, she heals she heals 5%, which scales on magical power, spell power, of her maximum HP and instantly attacks back. She barely won that. 1 hearts. So there's a heart system. You'll just see it as you go. Pale hearts don't regen. Regular hearts do regen. Sweet Taste Victory. Apologies. XP allows you to select a new passive power to enhance your power. Once you have collected enough XP to level up, you can track how much more XP you need to gain another level in the bar at the top of the screen. So in Teamfight Tactics, level determines your army size, not here. This determines passive powers. Gold is used to purchase new equipment, other goodies, mercenary room. You learn more about equipment later. Star points used for purchasing units and rerolling unit store. Tutorial 2 of 4, Star Student. Travel. This lesson will teach you about the first of 3 pillars of army power, merging units. The enemy has 2 units now. You'll need to match them first, and to do so, you'll need to refresh the unit store. Click the button to refresh this roll button. The unit store, this is called the unit store, with a set of 5 random units. The first refresh after every combat is free, and each one after the first one will cost 2 star points. So this is free, and then it's 2, 2, 2, 2. After refreshing, choose a new unit to purchase and add to your army. Refresh unit store, purchase an available unit, place a second unit onto the field. Alright, so we have Maurice, who is a damage dealer, Amanito, who is a tank, and Zuzu, who is a spellcaster. Maurice is a marksman, poisoner, and a dweller. And then you have the beast, a mushroom, and tree folk. And then their special skills. Gains a bonus attack speed during which attacks deal bonus spell damage, and that's when his mana bar fills all the way up. Trains an enemy dealing HP and healing itself. Deploys spores in a cone dealing damage and disarming enemies. We're going to grab Maurice because we have a tank, so we want a damage dealer, and we will fight. While your army is now similar in strength to the enemy, so no, we are not fighting yet. You can amplify the power by merging, which increases a unit's tier. Higher tier units have increased stats and are a key component to a successful army. This is a teamfight tactics system. Merging occurs when you have 3 tier 1 copies of a unit. You can increase a unit to a maximum of tier 4, which is slightly different. So in teamfight tactics, TFT, you had to have like, so if it's a level 1, you need 3 level 1s, and it'll become, I think you just need 2 extras and become level 2. And then with level 2, you need 2 level 2s to make it level 3. Then you need 2 level 3s to make it a 3, and then 2 level 4s to make it a level 5. You get it. You get the gist. Units in the store that have a glowing card border kit are duplicates. Okay, so you see how these Mickeys are bordering? That means they're duplicates. So it's never a bad idea just to buy them and hold on to them. And then it's automatic. You're now much stronger. This fight will be no challenge for your army now, so press the fight button when you're ready. But before you do, you have the HP at the top of the screen. This is called the battle bar, which you may have seen the last fight. Here you can track the total remaining health of each team and may use the speed control buttons to speed up, pause, or slow down the pace of combat. Try out changing the speed of combat during this next battle. Let's pause. Stop. Slow speed. Oh wow, so cool. Look, he's getting his mana thing, and he's gonna go pew pew pew. He gains 40 attack speed, so his mana is gonna drop. He all uses the ability, and he gains a crap ton of attack speed, and now he's really going off. And his attacks steal 3% of the target's maximum health, so he's a tank killer. As for this guy, she heals, standard, fast speed. We're probably just gonna play the whole game on normal speed. I mean, when you get to like five army sizes and more, things are happening. I'm not a stickler on the time thing. I don't mind seeing what's going on. The professor, this will teach you about the second pillar of power, trait bonuses. 3 enemy units this time. Your army will once again need to match them first by placing a 3rd unit, so 3 to 3. However, rather than choosing a random unit, it's time to learn about traits. On the left side of the screen, which is here, you can see the traits. Hovering over the dragon trait on the left will show it requires 2 dragons, so you can actually see the icons, scrappers, dragons, marksmans. You can just see the little edge on it. You need to become active. Let's activate the dragon by purchasing and placing Rhyme. The green up arrow over the dragon icon, which you'll see when we refresh. So the green up indicates we have a dragon, and then we can add another dragon. He is a shaman dragon. He is a spellcaster. Flings a damaging and stunning icicle that impacts enemies in a cone. Sorry, I know I sound all fucked up. Now we have dragon synergy because they're both dragons. Then we can read the synergy effect, which is a TFT thing. Right click on it. When a dragon first casts, they summon a fire-breathing worm that flies across the board, dealing spell damage based on tier to enemies it strikes. After each dragon has cast, all dragons tier up for the rest of combat. Excellent. The dragon trait is now active, but your army isn't quite fully optimized. The unit you added last round doesn't match either of Rhyme or Mickey's traits, but a unit in the shop does. You can make your army stronger by selling the unit and replacing it with the one that matches the dragon trait. Drag the non-dragon, which is this guy, sell him to the sell portal, easy, and then buy Grundy, who is a scrapper, because we already have a scrapper. Now we have 2 scrappers and 2 dragons. Grundy is not a dragon, but he's a scrapper, so he can get both effects. Scrappers gain plus 10 attack speed, and their attacks apply combo. Every 6 combo point removes them and deals 10% of the target's max HP as spell damage. Armies that utilize trait powers will be superior to those that do not, because trait powers are super busted. So this next fight will be an easy one for you, Dragon Scrappers. Miki in particular will be extra potent, benefiting from both the Dragon and Scrapper. So Miki's going to be busted OP, because not only is he tier 2, but he's getting the benefits of both of these. Scrapper will affect both of these guys, Dragon will affect both of these guys. Shift hover over a unit until its ability preview activates. Shift hover. Oh, that's not right. Before you start the next combat, try holding shift while hovering over a unit. This activates inspect mode. I was just right clicking. Oh shit. That's weird to say. What's happening? Providing info about the unit's attack range and visually previews their skills. That's cute. That's cute. You correctly bring the stat card, which I've been doing this whole time. So when these dragons use their abilities, they get mana from dealing damage or receiving damage. There's other ways to get mana. Someone's a freaking giant ass worm that goes through the combat. Blech. It looks like the way the dragons work is it's left to right based upon the square they're standing on, and the square's adjacent. We win! Yay! Tutorial 4 of 4. This lesson will teach you about the final pillar of power, equipping items. TFT stuff. This will be the final combat room of the tutorial, this time against 4 units, all of whom share traits to some degree. They form up a very respectable force, like the one you will be facing in the real run. First, you should keep up the enemy's army growth and find a 4th unit to place, refresh a store, and then choose any unit you like to add to your army. When deciding which unit to use, consider both. Does this unit go with the traits of your current units? Will it get you closer to activating another trait bonus? Does this unit fill a gap in the archetype of your army? A good army has a mix of vanguards, magicians, skirmishers, if possible. We roll. So we have a ghoul for a ghoul. It'll be our first brawler. I would love to have another shaman. We can't roll again. Depression. Well, it's the only thing that has a synergy effect. And the ghoul synergy effect, ghouls regenerate missing HP. He's a brawler? What's this guy? He's a scrapper. Is he a vanguard? Does it say that? Oh, it does. It says it right here. So he's a skirmisher. This guy deals damage. This guy tanks damage. Now I have a ghoul bonus. I think it's important to pay attention to who deals and who tanks damage, because these guys are tanks. These guys, this is a damage dealer, so he's better in the bag. Just like how traits can amplify your power to give you the edge, carefully placed equipment on your units can amplify your army's effectiveness. The right items on the right unit can cause it to carry your team to victory. Equipment is held in this inventory bag over here, blah blah blah. There's a buckler. Open the buckler and put it on an enemy, or put it on a guy. So he's bussing. We're gonna give him some armor. Armor here. Reduces incoming damage by 20%. Has half effect after 40 armor. Armor caps at 100. So what's that like? It goes up to 40, and then the remaining 60% is half, so it max at 70%. Math. Most items you acquire can be combined. If you right-click an item, you probably, yep, you look at that and you see what it does, and you read all this garbage. So this thing is spell power, this thing is armor. If you combine them, you get the Burndana. Every 3 seconds, adjacent foes take spell damage equal to 8% of their max health. Sorry. All right. Put it on that guy. Make the Burndana. Oh, look, we made the Burndana. So we want to do, actually, move you guys to the back, move you to the front, have this guy here. I want them all to, like, to crowd him. So when every 3 seconds, it's just going to kill him. He's going to take a crap ton of damage, but he's got defense as well. Equipment is often best served on specific units based on their archetype. Certain archetypes can often make slightly better use of some stats than others. Health and armor for vanguards, mana and spell tower for magicians. Skills more often amplifies those skills. Attack damage and haste for skirmishers. Let's hit harder with the basic attacks. This concludes the basics of what you need to know. There's a combat recap button, which shows you who's doing the most damage, when enemies die, who's healing the most, who's tanking the most. Oh, you can just see them individually with a little tab. That's pretty cool. Because later on, if you're trying to like trade out somebody, like, oh, how useful is this person? Like, Grundy's not doing crap for damage. But he died early. That's pretty cool. Let's go. Okay, so he has a skeleton buff. When all of your units are slaying, the skeletons regen with 100% HP. Oh, I told you, but now they have like HP drain. They're just dying. I read the skills. We did it. We win. We did it. We win. Yay. Wahoo. Losses in normal combat, 2 HP, star points carry over from fight to fight, and while there isn't any economic advantage or story to them, one strategy may be to save a little just for the shop room. We unlock new rarity of units. During a run, you may become cursed, which randomly makes units cost 1 life to purchase. Fear not. As long as you win the fight, you heal 1 life. So it can be harmless to spend life on a cursed unit if you're strong enough to immediately heal it back after the fight. At the end of any turn, win or lose, you'll earn mastery to unlock more features for future runs, new characters, areas, modifiers. It's a roguelite. Session Geo, complete the tutorial. Let's go. We did it. We did the tutorial. We don't have any mastery points. That's going to do it for this first episode, which is going to call tutorial, right? We'll do a new run in next time. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye. Peace out. Have a great time.